So sorry for the close-up. I have my baby here. Hi. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to talk. My husband is at a dinosaur show. Oh, baby. It's okay. I might have to get him a pass. Let me see if he wants his bottle. I was just thinking, as a Christian, and I look around and I'm like, oh, I would love more communion, getting together with other people for Bible studies, for spending time with God, and it seems like there's less and less and less of that as time goes on. And I'm sitting here thinking, I have my brand new little baby. He's is just over 2 months old, and I'm worried. I'm worried for the way that the world is going, and I'm worried for what he has to face. But I know that he was born for such a time as this. God brought him into this world for a reason. But it's crazy to me how people can just throw years of love, I don't know, like in Matthew 24:12, talks about how love of man can grow cold, and there's so many people who are lacking in love, who are lacking, and without even realizing it too, just and I think this world just keeps on getting further and further from God, and it scares me, and I worry for so many of my loved ones, and I don't want my baby to see all the evil that goes on in the world, and and it's been hitting me so much recently. All this, a lot of things have been changing, and as you know, like, it's the new year. It's January. It's the 1st of January, I think. No, the 2nd. No, it's the 2nd of January. And this year just started off not well, with so much pain and anger in my loved ones, and separation from God. And it hurts me because I see my loved ones not acting like themselves, and I see people outside of my family not acting like themselves. Things are just, in so many different families right now that I know, are tearing them apart. And more than ever, I'm like, God, please, please, please allow my son to grow up to thrive in you, because I worry about the state of this world, and I don't want my son to be affected by everything that goes on. This is, we live in a world that is going further and further away from God, and the Bible talks about it. But there are times where it just seems it's like so rapidly going that way. Like, I remember when I was younger and I was sheltered. But even when I started learning about the things of this world, it wasn't this evil. People weren't easily as swayed away from God as they are now. And I want a good community, a strong community in God, and it's just lacking. people are lacking in God right now so much that I know if God were just in more people, it would fix so many situations. And people are just so quick to walk away from him and so quick to hurt each other. And it's not normal. Families who grew up, baby, it's okay. Families who grew up so close together shouldn't be torn apart easily. Families who have known people who have known each other for years shouldn't all of a sudden be walking away from each other. You know, we're supposed to be a strong community and show others what God is capable of, and people just keep on walking away from it and walking away from God. And it worries me. It worries me. And it's, you know, the Bible, there's that, I forgot which verse it is, that talks about the lukewarm Christian, you know. I can't remember if it's, I don't know, I forgot where it was, that talks about the lukewarm Christian. And, you know, how God doesn't accept lukewarm, you know. If you're lukewarm, you're not gonna be with God. I saw this video of, it was like a skit. Oh, it's okay, baby. It was like a skit of this guy, and he was walking the fence, and of the spiritual fence, right? And the devil grabbed him, and he's like, no, I hadn't chosen a side. You can't have me because I didn't say I was yours. Like, I didn't choose you. I was on the fence. And the devil was just like, the fence belongs to me. You know, in the Bible, God says that he'll spit lukewarm Christians out. He'd rather have someone be hot or cold rather than lukewarm. And the amount of lukewarm Christians, it scares me. It scares me to think that there are so many people out there that think, yeah, I have a relationship with God, only to walk away from him because they weren't strong in their faith and something came along that just crushed them. And I want my son, my beautiful baby boy, to be so strong in God that no amount of evil can make him waver in his faith. I pray that my baby boy is just a warrior for Christ, and that he leads others to Christ. I really want him to be a leader for Christ and to be a good example, you know. We named him Moses, and I already did a video on how names have power and all that, and funny coincidences that I already see in him that it's like, hey, that's similar to the Moses in the Bible. Granted, just because we named him Moses doesn't mean he's going to be like Moses in the Bible. And just because, you know, although names do have power, you know, he is going to be how we raise him up to be. And I pray to God that I do a good job in raising him up in Christ. Because my biggest fear is my loved ones. And especially, like, my son, my husband, my future children, my close family, not knowing Jesus. That is my biggest fear. My loved ones not making it to heaven with me and not just rejoicing in the Lord. You know, I want that for everybody. I wish everybody could just be strong in God, but everybody isn't. And I don't want him to be affected by the evil things of this world. And people nowadays just need a lot of prayer. Anyway, I was just talking. I think we should all pray and try, and I'm going to continue just looking for communities to be around, because this world is lacking in community. It's lacking in people coming together, because the people you're around have a big effect on you. And if you surround yourself with others in Christ, it'll strengthen you, I do believe. Anyway, God bless. Bye.